constantly feel like Kobe. I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me. I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready?
Good evening, all. Hello, bud. How are we?
Hey, Dom, what's up?
Oh, not much. We're just going to say hello to a few people.
All right, hang on. Wait, hang on. I got too many channels going. All right, hang on. Wait, hang on.
Yes, Draymond.
All right. Is that
Good
better?
evening, Dre. Oh,
Hey, Dre. Excellent.
it's perfect, actually.
Oh, okay. At least we got that squared away.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's say hello to a few people in the chat. Bud was first.
Nah, Warren was first.
Oh, okay. We'll give it to Warren then. And then we've got Ron, RJ. And we'll say hello to Brian, who's next. And then we've also got, oh, okay, a few interactions there. Yep. Hello, Jody. And yeah, you can talk amongst yourselves there.
I'll let you go on.
Yeah, just try. Hello, Lisa. Jim. Okay, then. Hello, Margie. Mr. Kitty, Michael, Cool Cat. Good evening, sir. And well, we say hello to everybody. Don't want to miss anybody out. And yes, so hello, everybody. Good evening, Bud. Good evening, Draymond. How are we?
Good.
Yeah.
Paul's feeling a bit sick tonight, so I thought I'd take over and let's see where that. Hello, John. Let's see where that leads.
There you go.
So, how was your weekend progressing so far?
It's been so hot and humid and heat advisories and
No.
storms, and yeah, I had a major problem on Thursday, but that's another story.
Oh, okay.
If you can look it up, you can see the storm cell that blew through, and we rock and rolled.
Oh, much damage?
Bunch of debris, nothing serious, but stuff everywhere.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about you this weekend, Bud.
Yeah,
I was watching Happy Gilmore too.
I hear that's really good.
Oh, it's a great movie. Yeah, I watched it basically almost to the minute when it came out.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I watched it last night.
Yeah, I was talking to some folks
Get
at the
well
bar up
seen,
the street,
Reg.
and they rambled on about how good it is. Well, unfortunately, I don't have Netflix, so I don't know what
Oh
I'm going
boy.
to do.
Oh, gives you opportunity to go hang out at somebody else's place.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Yeah. Yeah. I just felt it's a nice fun movie. I put it like this. It's a nice fun movie.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
you need a bit of fun these days.
Yeah.
Everything's become too serious.
Yeah.
They said
That's it.
the beginning was really funny, and then it was good, but it was really funny at the start.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I think it's good all the way through. I always say when a movie can tie up all the loose ends from the first one, I can't complain.
Yeah. Now, are you smart enough not to play golf?
Not yet. Not yet. Matter of fact, I just bought another driver and bought another new pair of shoes. And I haven't even been out to the course to try them out yet.
Yeah, I'm just as bad as you are then.
Yeah.
What about you, Dom? You smart enough not to play?
Oh, I played it many years ago, but I've got a lot of friends that really love golf. So, yeah, we're going to probably get down there. But, we have some of the most beautiful golf courses in Australia, I reckon.
I
We've
imagine
got,
so, yeah.
Yeah, Royal Melbourne, Albert Park Golf Course, and Cape Schanck, which is it. Hello, Tom. Good to have you here. Oh, your audio's.
Oh, okay. Lens capture sneaking in.
Yep, he just snuck in there.
Yeah, you're muted, Tom.
You're muted, or there's something wrong with your audio?
There's something wrong with his audio because it doesn't show him muted.
Yeah.
No, what it is it
there you go.
Turn it up a bit.
It defaults to something I don't own anymore, So
okay.
But Bud, to answer your question about golf, I've never made it off the miniature golf course. So,
well, don't feel bad. That might be the best place to stay.
Yeah,
it is. I tell you, it definitely is, man. And they serve drinks there too. Okay, you just don't get the cute golf cart girls. That's all.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay.
Good show before Dre. Good point.
Well, thank
brother.
you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
I wasn't in a position to sit behind the keyboard but I was listening in until the end. But very good points.
Well, that's why I kind of like doing my show at the end of the month, so I can clean up all the loose ends and so on and so forth. But yeah, go from there.
So you got that hot, sticky weather, hey, Bud?
You got to bring your volume up a little, Tom.
Yeah, a little bit more volume, Tom.
Jeez, and I don't know why, because it's showing on the mic that it's doing fine.
There you go, Jim.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
there you go.
That's
how are we?
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a heat index of 105 today, so no going outside.
Well, but I would take my 105 over your 105 any day of the week.
I agree. Say this time of year, that's just Tuesday, isn't it, Tom, for Vegas
That's
area?
Nothing. We've been having a cold snap. We've only been hitting 99, 100. So
I know
it's been having a cold front. Yeah.
We've been down in the mid 80s.
But wait, that's a dry heat.
That's what we're saying. We'll take our dry heat any day.
Yeah, that's 75-degree humidity with you.
Yeah. You can keep that.
The best T-shirt graphic I ever saw was a skeleton on a beach chair with a beer, and it said, "It's okay, it's a dry heat."
Yeah.
I recently went to South Carolina, I tell you, as soon as we got off the plane, it was like a ton of bricks sitting on top of me because. Being out here now for almost 4 years, I'm used to the heat. I just can't take the humidity anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, humidity I don't like.
Yeah.
It sits in your bones and hurts,
Yeah.
It does. It definitely does. Yeah.
So,
and, somebody said to me, "Hey, how do you deal with that 105, 110, 115 degree weather?" And they're from North Dakota. I go, how do you deal with that?
It looks like you're wearing
30,
15 layers and you're talking
40.
about humidity you don't like.
What do you do? You stay inside, okay?
Yep.
No.
That's what we do here. We stay in the air conditioning. We don't necessarily.
You put more clothes on when it's that cold. When it's this hot and I'm on the golf course mowing, I can only take so much clothes off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I
Before
totally
you
agree
get
with that.
arrested.
I've got like 4 hoodies on at the moment. So
I gotta say, Dom's dressed for winter.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Tom, I know you've been playing with that Mavic 4 you had delivered somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah. I won't even
Nice.
I won't even talk about all the back channels you had to use in covert activities.
It's
mm,
you know what I read the DJI white paper on security. Well,
Uh-huh.
it took me about a week's worth of bedtime reading because I kept falling asleep. But you know, there isn't an issue here that can't be solved because it's just all politically motivated, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
mm,
drone itself is an amazing
We
piece
all
of
know that.
technology. And
Yeah.
and the big fear that I have is, first off, uh, blue UAS companies need to be able to compete. I'll be the first one to give them a 100% free advertisement once they are able to compete. But the big problem I have is if you take the top dog out of the game, then there's no reason to reach for the
mm.
mountaintop, right? I mean, this is what I really
There's only
fear. And
imitations of the top dog. There's only imitations that are still from China.
Mm.
well, that's part of the problem, right? I mean, these companies are late to the game, and instead of spending their money on research and development, they're spending it on lobbying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that just works against all of us. The other thing is, none of them are in the consumer game, none of them are in the recreational game. And that is the doorstep into the commercial world.
Hmm.
How are we going to introduce our kids to aviation?
Yep.
Right.
Especially if you can't fly. You know, and here's another group I blame: the AMA.
Oh,
Okay,
don't get me started on
Be,
them folks.
Mm.
because the Academy of Model Aeronautics, and no doubt, Dom, you have some
Yes.
type of organization down in Australia
They
Yep.
don't like us.
that they pushed us to the side. What's funny is if I go to an AMA field, they don't want to know me until they crash their aircraft out in the weeds. Then they
Yep.
want me to go recon it for them, right?
Yep.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, they ostracized us,
Yep.
and now
Same
it's
here.
coming back to bite them in the ass because a model RC plane is a drone,
Right.
pure and
And
simple.
they're the first one, and they're the first ones to get the certification for flying in FRIA. You
Yeah,
know,
Hmm.
yeah.
and they're going to shut us out of FRIAs.
But the thing is, they're going to wind up being shut out of this technology as well because most of their components, okay, come from that magical place called China.
Yeah.
So I
In
find it
the end,
hard.
everything does.
I find it hard to understand. And here's the other thing that gets me is, slave labor, this and that, and we can't make it as cheap as them. Do you know that the average salary of a DJI employee is probably 1.4 times that of their US counterpart?
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. That sounds hard to
DJI,
believe.
go look it up. Go look it up. You're going to find that their factory workers are well paid. Okay. Their engineers are very well paid.
I'm sure their
And and it's not I'm not basing that
engineers
on okay what it
paid.
costs to live in China. I'm talking about the comparison between the US counterpart
Yeah,
salaries and their
absolutely.
salaries. Okay. So, and besides, it is cheaper to live there. My brother-in-law is a Boeing engineer, and he's a
Hmm.
foreign contracted engineer, meaning he's not foreign, he's US, but he's assigned to he was in Japan for 2 years, he was in Italy for 3 years, he was
Hmm.
in Qatar for 2 years. Now he's in mainland China. His office is 2 blocks down from DJI, and he says you would be amazed at the facilities that this company has
Mm-hmm.
and the work that they do. You know, and he goes, I would love to walk into a DJI store, which are 2 stories tall there, and buy you that new Mavic 4. He goes, but my expediter with Boeing can't even get them into the country.
Mm-hmm.
Not if they originate out of China. So,
Right.
you know, it's sad because you know, if you don't have something to compete against, are you really competing?
Exactly.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
All
now
right.
I'm sorry, Dom.
Okay.
I just stepped off my soapbox. Sorry, Dom.
All right.
Well,
Well, that's what I was. Go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
I'm going to put all 3 of you. Well, Dom, you kind of count. What are we going to do here in the United States? I mean,
Well, that's what we're going to do as end users. We're going to have to use what we got because we don't have no
Yeah.
other options.
Yeah, it's
Now,
unfortunate.
what the United States is going to do is the whole deal. And that's why I say when they keep having these subcommittee hearings and stuff, stop inviting the folks from the same choir.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Bring in people from our side of the fence to sit at the table with the guys of Drone Up and Skydio and whoever else who's feeding you all this stuff from their perspective. Like I said on my show, these folks all have a dog in the fight.
Yeah.
They all
Right.
have a dog in the fight.
Exactly.
Right.
So if you're going to have it like that, at least have a balanced panel that the elected officials can hear from so they can make a more informed decision. I mean that's what we would like to see at least, so they
Right,
can have a better informed option of making decisions based upon complete information. When
And
you're only
remember,
getting
you're
one side
part of a
information.
community, Dre. Remember that you're part of a community here,
Right.
and that because we're such a small community, we have to be more vocal. Now, I recently wrote 6 pages in response to an 11 or 12 questions by the
Mhm.
Department of Commerce. Okay, and we have an obligation to use our voice. Okay, and I'm not just talking about those of us that are commercial. I'm talking about all of us
Right.
because it's
Right.
the recreational folk that get hurt first.
Mhm.
yeah,
And then the other thing is, your local politicians, let them know because those that conduct small business, which approximately, if you just are conservative and you say there's 120,000 small business drone companies, but those 120,000 small businesses actually employ close to 400,000 people. And that's extremely conservative today.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That number is growing exponentially. We have to start leveraging that voice. And look, your local politicians wind up causing part of our havoc because
No,
they get
no,
this
they
in their
cause
head.
all of it.
Well, look, they all have to come from somewhere, bud, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So
just be thankful you don't live in Illinois, because my 2 senators in my state or my congressional rep are worthless. I've invited them many, many times. Come see what I do. Come see that I'm not spying on anybody. I'm out flying. Come meet the police department. Come meet the fire department. See what they're doing. Oh,
Mhm.
thank you so much for your letter, and we appreciate your concern.
Yeah.
Pardon my
well,
French.
Yeah.
We can't automate our letters, but they automate their responses to
but
us.
their
And
responses,
unfortunately,
yeah.
they're more
Yeah.
afraid of bigger, more richer people or heavier hitting politicians than they care about us. So the fact of the matter is, you have to vote against them. Do not vote for those people if they don't listen to you. No matter what party they're from, just vote them out. I mean, I've
Jeff,
had this discussion all the time. Vote them the hell
you
out.
need to get people to vote in the first place. That's
There
our
you go.
biggest problem here in
Well,
this country.
I
Okay,
know.
Is
Australia,
the
please,
turnout.
Dominic, tell us because Australia has it right. Dominic, tell us what happens in Australia if you don't vote.
We have compulsory voting here, and you get a fine.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
right. And I think we should have it in America. People bitch and complain about things, but then don't want to be part of the solution.
Well,
Exactly.
you can't bitch and moan if you're not part.
Wherever
if
you
you
are,
don't
Jeff.
get out and vote, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, people get in their
Did you
head
vote
that
the
they
last
can't
election?
make a difference.
No. Shut up then.
Right. Well, people
I
get
agree.
it in their heads, Bud, that they don't make a difference. So why am I going to bother? Okay.
Well,
And
individually,
that,
you can only do so much, but you have to be part of the solution. If not, then
you
you're
have
part
to
of the
be part of
problem.
it. Right.
Correct.
Right.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So, Dom, I mean, what's that going to do to you if they ban all this crap?
Well, so far it's
Dom,
not been discussed
sorry.
here.
I'm sorry, the guy over there. You know,
You talking about me?
He'll go back to music. Dr. Dre can handle anything.
Yeah. Basically, but I mean, from a business perspective, just like Jeff, I know Tom does a little here and there and everything. If you want to stay in business, you have to go with what's going on in the market. So, I've been looking into this for a couple of years. What I do, I may have to go with a Parrot drone, Parrot and Afi. They make thermal drones, and then for mapping purposes, I might have to go with a Wingdra system.
Yep.
But like I say, that's a heavy commitment because a Wingdra system, it's around 40,000 for the complete setup. Then the Parrot and Afi that's out there now, that's another $8,000. And I got perfectly good drones here. So like I say, I'll be using what I have until it falls off the wheels fall off of it, and then I'll have to make that decision.
Now,
Go from there.
Your drone will function, but at some point, the apps won't be available.
Right.
I have a slider. If you know what that is, you put a video camera on a track and it moves, and the company went out of business. So I found the app, and I had to sideload it, which is a way of getting around the way you load apps and all. I had to sideload it on my Android phone. I mean, and it's a pain in the neck. You probably will still be able to use what you have, but if they won't fix it and you can't buy the new things, it's a pain in the neck. I'm having a problem now. I will refuse to pay these tariffs. These tariffs clearly, as
I agree with you.
An acquaintance of mine named Jared Polin, he's known as Fro Knows Photo. He says that every tariff is a tax on us American consumers, bottom line. I won't do it. I'm either going to go to England or Canada or somewhere and buy my Mavic 4 Pro there because I'm at the point where I need it. And
South Korea.
Come to Australia.
Come to us.
No, Dom, you're going to open a store and sell to us.
I've already spoken to the D1 store, which is DJI in Australia, and they've stated that the postage is way too expensive for them to do international shipping. So
And how much is
you're going to be paying the shipping, and the shipping is probably going to be the same amount as the tariff.
So I'll explain to you how I acquired my Mavic 4 Pro
Creator
combo.
Hey, Ray.
It basically, I did my research and I looked, and I even thought about taking the RV up to Canada. Except Canada changed their law several years ago, where as a U.S. citizen, when you paid VAT up there, their taxes, you could come back and apply for your VAT rebate. Well, they stopped that. Okay.
Oh, you can't. Oh,
no. Ooh. So that would wind up costing me actually more than if I was buying it, we'll say from Adorama. Okay. Now, what I did was I just followed the trail of product availability, and I found that South Korea and Japan were actively selling DJI product, okay, and getting it shipped in rather quickly. And I wound up paying what the value, what DJI would be selling the Mavic 4 combo, Creator combo in the US for if there wasn't an exorbitant tariff. If it was just the standard tariff before this administration, That's what I wound up paying for mine, and I wound up getting it in less than in about 4.5 days
Oh, not
after I
bad.
purchased it.
You got a good
Okay.
deal then, huh?
So a friend of ours, okay, there's that mob term.
Thanks, Tom.
Al Diaz wound up buying, the basic combo,
Hmm.
and wound up flipping it for $1,000. I mean,
Mm.
on top of it,
Good for Al.
we have somebody local here, Drone Doctor.
Hmm.
He's up in the northwest section of the Vegas Valley. He's selling probably 10 of them a week.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's making a sizable profit. He asked me when I met with him recently,
How's he getting so many?
he's getting them from the same place I got them from, Jim.
Will you direct message me that link, please?
You got it. You got it. And
Why? It's not a
it's-
secret. It's not
no,
like one of
it's-
Captain Ray's secret spots.
Oh,
It's
The
man.
supply line
it's
isn't
eBay.
limited. The
It's
supply line isn't
eBay.
limited. It's there.
It's eBay, and just the good thing about eBay is they guarantee your transaction.
right.
Mhm.
Okay.
So the Air 3S that I just bought today for $199, if it doesn't come in,
Yeah.
where?
Well, that's an issue. That's an
Yeah.
issue. Okay. You got to be. Look. You get nothing for nothing. Okay.
Obviously.
And you have to actually just do your research. I looked. I saw who was selling them. I checked their feedback. I kept on watching to see how many were being shipped out. And I came across a company that was, here's the one drawback. The 240 watt, uh, the 240 watt charger came with a Type F plug, which
What?
is an Asian plug.
Yeah.
Right.
But the company included a converter plug right in the same box.
Nice.
Okay.
So, I mean,
240 watt?
oh, it's amazing. Let me tell
Yep.
you, I can charge all 3 batteries, okay, in parallel, all
Yep.
3 batteries
Simultaneously.
in less than 90 minutes.
Exactly.
Because they
Yeah.
charge
I've seen it.
simultaneously.
Okay.
They charge simultaneously. All the other ones from DJ, they
Or
all
in
charge.
series.
So-
Serial. Yeah.
Sequential.
Yeah, sequentially. Yeah.
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 But to get
it
back
is an
to
amazing drone.
Bud's
It is an
question,
amazing drone.
like
What
for
was
me,
that?
Bud, the long game for me, I was interested in trying to be a distributor in the long run. As
Okay.
I'm about to retire here in a couple of years, that's where the big picture for me was at. Now with everything going on, that's off the table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because
Can't
because
depend on-
I've heard from Dale up in Seattle. I've heard what Dobo has said, in his business, and Zach. I said it's like any other business. When you can't, the supply chain is not there consistently. When
Mhm.
you're biting and scratching, like
Yeah.
this drone doctor guy, he's found a way to get the supplies in, and like Tom said, he's flipping them like hotcakes. That's
Yeah.
good, but how long can he continue to do that?
Do you
Before
guys
the
know-
market comes.
Supplies are going to run out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Well,
know what
yeah,
Camwise
absolutely.
is? Camwise
Yes.
is the store that's the
It-
franchise
It's in
that
Manhattan.
markets itself as the DJI store in New York, and I think there's
Mhm.
one in New Jersey.
Yeah.
No,
But
they-
he's
they-
getting
one in
it that
Jersey
way too.
closed,
He's got a
But
supply.
that's
The one in
Yeah.
Jersey, okay,
exactly.
So
Yeah.
isn't
he's getting-
the the Mavic 4 already allowed because the designs were already put in
Yeah,
years
but
Yeah, yeah.
so is your
That's-
so
but-
is the new DJI 360 camera. So is the new
Yeah.
Mini 5 Pro.
Yeah,
that's
they're
coming out.
all
They're
already
all
allowed.
FCC certified.
The
They're
games.
all
Right.
FCC certified.
Right,
Okay,
already.
but
So-
it's not that. It's CBP.
Right.
It's Customs and Border Patrol
That's it.
acting on bullshit from people like Elise Stefanik, okay?
No,
who
unfortunately,
couldn't get a fucking way in the House,
Hmm.
figured out she'd use her political clout and coerce a federal agency to slow shit down.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, you're now faced with DJI, and I've spoken to them quite often over the last several months. I wrote an op-ed for them that appeared in some major newspapers, and I did a radio piece for them as well. And the issue with DJI is DJI doesn't want to sell product in the U.S. right now because they want to protect their customer. They don't want to sell you a Mavic 4 Pro today for $5,000, and tomorrow the tariffs change, and now they're selling them for $3,000, and you got screwed because you bought it 2 days earlier.
Yeah.
And they've decided that, hey, I can't give you reasonable service in a reasonable amount of time that they established to repair and replace, nor can I sell you product without maybe you getting screwed in the long run. And they're looking at the long game here. That's
Yep.
the difference with this company. They're looking at the long game.
Yeah.
So right now, the U.S. is sitting in the cold as far as DJI product goes.
And it's not really that they feel horribly for you for overpaying because the tariffs may change. It's
Right.
mostly they cannot service them. They don't care if drones get here because Custom and Border Patrol is stopping everything. And don't just blame the easiest punching bag is Elise Stefanik. But
She's one of
trust-
many. She's one
yeah,
of many, Jeff.
but trust me, if there weren't a lot of people in the current U.S. government that wanted this stopped and putting some pressure on China and thinking the drone industry doesn't matter, who cares? There's a bunch of stupid people that are annoying other people with drones, and maybe they're sending photos to China, but who cares? They've got these huge satellites in the sky. They get much better information and movements than our little silly drones if they're stealing any attention.
If
We all know that.
if I would hope
We do.
at some point that all drone manufacturers were held to the same standards that DJI has held themselves to.
Yeah.
Okay? What other company geofenced?
None.
Okay? The
Not here.
US government didn't geofence critical infrastructure.
No.
Okay? But DJI did. DJI is FIPS compliant. DJI is AES 256. Okay? My hope is that, first off, they get an objective shake at this security audit. That's a stretch, by the way. Okay? And
It
if
won't
they
happen.
do, then then these standards have to apply to all drone manufacturers. Okay? Meaning U.S. Look, my identity was not stolen by a foreign entity. It was done in the U.S. Okay, and it cost me a small fortune. Okay,
You and me both, Tom.
so this is what gets me. And plus, we decided to globalize decades ago, right? And now we want to pull the plug. The smart thing is, don't pull the plug. Quietly work behind the scenes to build back up your manufacturing infrastructure while you still have access to those supply chains. And then when you're at that road of self-sufficiency, then pull the plug if you want to be an isolationist. But to pull the plug before you have anything in place and go, that we're doing this for your own good is bullshit.
Stupid people shooting themselves in the dick. Honestly, that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the truth. Because the job of every company, if you read bylaws and understand capitalism, is to make as much profit as possible. Well, paying U.S. employees to manufacture costs more
Takes
money.
away profit.
So every company outsources as much as possible. And if the job of a company is to make as much profit, then outsourcing was the right thing to do. If you think the tides are turning, listen, I've got friends who I disagree with on a lot of political things, and they say, oh, I go to Walmart all the time. You get a good bang for the buck. But you're buying, unlike when Walton was alive, everything is coming from a foreign country. He tried to buy, for all of his faults, he tried to buy American whenever possible and made sure he could at a reasonable price. But it costs more to live in America. People will want more money or they won't do the job. So now that's why so much manufacturing is done in countries like China and Vietnam and India. That's just the way it is. Tom, I agree with you. I think you are right.
It's also levels of efficiency. Okay, understanding An American company can't sit on their laurels and compete.
Barkley.
You have to continue to innovate. You have to continue to look for ways to be more efficient with your processes. And that's something we get tired of, it seems. And we go,
You
oh,
can
I don't want to
innovate.
bother. Yeah,
You can innovate, but there's still payroll and there's still costs that are higher
absolutely.
here, and that's why
Oh, yeah.
manufacturing is done elsewhere.
You know,
Um,
not for nothing. I worked in the chips industry. I used to make microchip lead frames. I used to work in a clean room, class 10,000 with the whole get up.
Yeah,
I've
dust
done
free
a lot of
environment.
stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'm actually doing um, specialized golden plating that, due to the CHIPS Act, there's only two companies in the U.S. that are doing what we do. So there's manufacturing coming back for a lot of this high tech stuff, but it's really slow and uncertain. Um, we're
so
like waiting for work to come in
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the CHIPS Act is just kind of holding us in limbo, waiting for shit to come in. It's getting there. There's a lot
When
of
he
Right.
when
action.
he when he
Well, you
said
know
he
what?
works with chips, I was hoping he's talking about potato chips. 'Cause I wanted a few bags.
Yeah, you're hungry now. You've been on too long.
not, nope,
Look,
nope,
Wait,
not what he's
wait,
talking about.
we
wait.
would
Isn't
not have
Chips Highway
succeeded as a
Patrol
country.
something or other?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
We
Eric
would
Estrada.
All right,
look at what
I have a
happened.
question.
Yeah.
So the last Thursday, we had a major storm blow through, and my phone said 20 minutes. It's going to rain. So I took my Air 2S, put it up in the air, caught the storm coming in, and within 40 seconds, the wind went to about 40 mile an hour. Blew the drone away about 4 blocks away. I was able to land it within 2 blocks and get it back, thank God. But now I have bottom and rear sensor errors that won't go away. Am
Mm.
I going to be able to send that to DJI and get it repaired and get it back?
First part, you definitely can send it to DJI. Will you get it repaired? Mm.
But will I
So
That's
get
the
it
let
back?
problem. It's not just the new drones and packages; it's all the parts that they need to
it's
fix
the
everything.
parts
Exactly.
and supply.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's the gang that can't shoot straight. They're shooting themselves in the
Yeah.
leg, in the private parts. There, it's just dumb. I agree with Tom. Make a plan, work behind the scenes, do whatever you need to do, but don't just pull the carpet out in the middle because it sounds good. It's short sighted. Have some foresight, please, in this world. So many people do not look ahead and see what we're doing today. How will it affect tomorrow? And
Yep.
that there's a great example. I totally agree with
Hmm.
Tom.
So, Bud, if what I would do is I would reach out to DJI and find out. Okay, they have 3 locations in the U.S. that they take product in at. Only 2 of those locations do they actually do any physical repair, and
Okay.
their default in the past was ship you a replacement, so you got something back in your hands in short order, and then they would refurb that product and recycle it, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot out there to recycle. So
Right.
if you do run into that problem, like I had mentioned, and I'm not getting any kind of commission here, but our local guy here, drone doctor Jose Figueroa, up in the northwest of and there's probably others throughout the country. He used to own Phone Doctor. He sold that business. It was a pretty good business, and he got just involved with drones. He does actual repairs. He is a DJI authorized reseller, but right now he can't get product through the normal channel. You'll have to find a third party and pay out of pocket, unfortunately.
Oh,
You know.
I understand. I understand that. Find me on Facebook and message me with that. I know
Yeah,
there's
I'll
a
get
guy
you the
in
info.
Southern Illinois that does repairs. I got to get a hold of him because I would prefer to do it obviously within the United States. And
Yeah,
again,
sure.
can I get part or can they get parts? Who knows what?
Well,
Bud,
That's the
it needs
problem.
to
did
be
it get wet? Did the drone get wet?
Oh, soaked.
done.
Okay, it wasn't
Okay,
just wind; there was water. And how long has it
but
been since it got wet?
fresh water.
That was Thursday. I fired it up on yesterday, and tried to do the calibration. The front sensors work, but the bottom sensor and the rear sensors, it keeps telling me I have errors. So I'm letting
Okay,
it.
but today's only Sunday. The first thing you do when anything gets wet is put it
Bag
into a
of
bag of
rice.
rice or
No, don't do rice. Don't do rice.
silica gel.
Don't do rice.
I put it in my.
Well, it works.
No, I put it in my cat's litter box and they peed on it. Okay.
That will only exacerbate the problem. You need to do something that takes
What you
away
should-
moisture.
Yeah. What you should do is get a jug of desiccatant, and just it should not be in direct contact with the drone though.
Right. Well, I'm going to try it again tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. So
Give it,
But
give
yeah,
it a
yeah,
couple of
bud.
days. Give it a couple of days.
I don't know if
And
Dom
especially-
can bring up my video, but I
was
wasn't up
fresh
40
water.
seconds, and the wind went to 40 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I kept signal, but I had to follow it because it was just blowing it the hell away from me.
I had the same thing with a storm coming in about 3 weeks ago in Sunrise, Florida, where the Florida Panthers play hockey, and the drone went up, and all of a sudden, ooh, interesting clouds, and all of a sudden, holy shit, I can't move, and I'm in sport mode. And then I was across the street at a mall, and it blew over the buildings of the mall. I had to fight to get it back. I eventually did with 3% battery.
Well, I was down to 4 minutes. I'm like, oh crap, it's going to land in a tree. It's going to land on a roof.
Well, you point down and you aim for something that's not a tree.
That was the problem. I kept putting the gimbal down, and then it would go, I'm trying to return home, and it would put the camera back up. And it's like, no, stop that. But
right.
I should have been screen recording because unfortunately the SD card got wet and quit after 42 seconds.
Lesson learned. Don't cut things
to
so close.
factor.
Well, I'm glad you were able to land it without it doing physical damage to it if it got that wet.
No, it was still on. The lights were all flashing. The blades were working, but again, I kept getting what do they call them? Visual sensor errors all through the whole time.
You didn't give it enough time to dry out without any intervention. You need some intervention.
You might get lucky.
Right. You need some intervention. If you actually put it into cat litter, obviously it wasn't clean. It soaks up differently. It soaks up when you spray in it more than desiccant, which is what Tom said, or rice does work. It does. I mean, it's the easiest thing to get a lot of.
Right.
See, I buy jugs of that desiccant because I 3D print and I keep all my filament in a closet. So you can buy a jug of that desiccant up on Amazon.
Hang on. Warren just sent me something in the chat. Warren, PM me on Face Crap, and that way I'll get it because I'm on Google Chrome and I can't get the link. But anyway.
Yeah, Warren said something good before. I just missed it because we were chatting, and it's hard to stay in the chat. But thank you, Warren, whatever you said. Yeah, cat pee not good. A lot of people said that cat pee not good.
Yeah. Well, when you got two of them.
Yeah.
Well, you're fortunate that it was fresh water.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. That it was rainwater.
Right, because the additional problem with water is if it's salt water, it definitely will.
Yeah, it's going to corrode.
Oh yeah.
Corrode. So.
All right. Real quick, change of subject. Jeff, do you watch CBS Sunday mornings?
I watch sports on TV, and I don't watch too much of any other things because I don't.
All right. Anyway, they are doing The Wizard of Oz at the Dome in Vegas.
At the Sphere.
The Sphere.
Get it right, bud.
Oh my God! Did you watch it, Dre?
You know what? This one is one of the few times I didn't watch it because I was watching the Formula One race.
They had it splashed on the Sphere.
Yeah.
Okay. They've been running like an ad, so it's a multitude of images and
they've got wind
machines,
so when the tornado comes through, shit blows all over the people in the studio and stuff. I was hoping you watched it because it
But
was amazingly cool.
I
Anyway,
was bouncing back and forth because the F1 race got delayed because of rain, and I caught the story about the guy who's what's his name, Michael something. He sings a lot of old show
oh yeah,
tunes and stuff.
piano guy.
I
Yeah.
saw him, and I saw the part on somebody else, and then I went back over to the race.
All right, back to drones.
Yep.
Well,
Drones and the
just stop you
world.
1 second. If you do come to Vegas, I highly recommend a visit to the Sphere. I really
Oh
do.
yeah.
Okay. Now, if you're bringing your drone, make sure you're with somebody who has zero grid authority. Okay.
Yeah.
But you should visit the Sphere. It is an awesome experience. We went there. We saw a postcard from Earth, and it was just
That's their
amazing.
show.
Amazing
That's their show.
technology.
It's
Amazing,
great.
yeah, amazing technology.
The outside is amazing. The inside's even
Yeah.
more amazing. You're going to say, why should I pay $100 to sit in a movie theater? It's worth it. Trust me.
This one's worth it.
Can I
Sensory
tell you
experience.
my
That's
Can I
amazing.
tell you my one Las Vegas story?
Go ahead.
I was out there a couple years
It
ago.
was. You thought it was a woman. I understand that. A different story. Go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
So anyway, 8 of us from my golf course that I work at, we all flew out to Vegas. We stayed at South Point, if you know where that is.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Great place.
So we got in, we played 18 holes. We got back to South Point, and they wanted to go to the sports book and have pizza.
Dre, we hear that, Dre. Stop going in.
And you know, gamble, whatever. And I'm like, I just want a bar. What the hell is he doing? Oh, he's blowing his keyboard off.
Yeah, the keys were getting stuck.
So,
Well, flip
my
it
buddy
over
puts me
and hit it.
I did that already.
Well, his buddy puts me at this back bar, and I go in, I put 20 on the bar, and say I order my Canadian Club. And this husband and wife are, standing next to me, and of course, every bar stool has a poker machine.
Yep.
She slaps me in the arm. She goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm ordering a drink." "Put it in the machine." "Why?" "You'll drink for free." So I put the 20 in the machine. She hits me again. "What are you doing?" I said, "What am I supposed to do?" "Well, you got to hit a button." "I don't know what to do." It was hilarious. They were a great couple, and I wish I could have gotten to downtown Vegas, but Vegas is a beautiful city.
So Las Vegas, the Strip is actually not in Las Vegas. Okay.
Henderson.
It's in Paradise, Nevada, which is an
Right.
unincorporated section of Clark County. Downtown Las Vegas is where Fremont Street is,
Yep.
and where you were, Bud, is actually part of Henderson, where I live.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. South Point Casino is one of the few that isn't owned by one of the mega conglomerates.
Yeah.
Okay. But South Point Casino is busy every day of the week. They host, their equestrian center is amazing. I go to see the canine competitions there annually.
Bowling.
The bowling is ridiculous there. There's
Basketball.
tournaments every day of the week. That's where we go see our movies. We actually go to more movies now than we ever had before. By the way, wait for Superman to come out on streaming. That's just my recommendation. But okay, but we see movies there Tuesday through Friday for $4 a seat.
Wow.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good deal.
And they got a full
Vegas,
bar. So
Vegas may have given up the $9.99 buffet dinners because they can make so much on food, but $4 movies is pretty great.
Yeah.
You know what happened is COVID gave them the out. Buffets were always a loss lead, right?
Yeah.
So they lost money on buffets. Most of them turned around and said during COVID, "Hey, we got our way out now," and they closed down their buffets. So South Point still has a buffet. There's very few of them around, though.
Right.
Very few of them.
And Ray Kelly just asked a question. David Copperfield was there, but he disappeared.
Thank you, Jeff.
No problem.
Jeff does a lounge act at least one night a week. Okay.
That's right. Two drink minimum and a cover charge. I hope you guys are come visit.
Exactly. Exactly.
2 drink minimum.
Yeah. Not a problem for you and me, bud, right?
I'm on number 5 or 6.
Jeez, that's and you're working tomorrow. You're a brave man.
It's not work. It's called mowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I love what I do. I truly do. I get to watch the most beautiful sunrises. I
Mhm.
get to watch deer frolic, coyotes, ducks, hawks,
I
and
wish you could travel. I wish you could travel. That would be great for you to,
oh,
you know, you see things there, but the world is beautiful. People are that don't travel don't realize how much beauty there is all over the world.
all right. Well, I was born in Seattle, Washington, so I know the Pacific Northwest really well. I'll never go back to Nebraska, where I lived for 5 years. Where I really want to go, and I'm seriously contemplating,
The
is
Vegas
to
drone meetup
Rhode
in
Island or
November.
whatever
Oh,
it
I'm
is
sorry.
to meet up in the fall.
Is is that on Amtrak?
Yeah, because Paul said he'd come pick me up in Boston. Wait a minute, let
Thank
me say it
you.
right.
Thank you,
Boston.
Barkley.
Hey, bud, I
I'm,
sent you that info on Drone Doctor.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ray. I'm happy to help. You're a good man, and I'm glad to help you get organized.
Wait, I was
Hope the
in the
back
business for
hope your back is
45
doing
years,
well, right?
Captain Ray. What am I, an idiot? I
No, I
only
See,
finally.
programmed about 20
being a
different banks.
local here out in Vegas, we don't go anywhere near the strip. We only go to the strip to kidnap friends and family. Okay. Uh, and what happens is, people. We moved out here with the full understanding we were moving away from friends and family. Okay. But we're in a destination location, so people are coming out all the time. And when they call and we say, "Hey, we're coming out," I go, we did downsize the house, but we have a beautiful
Damn.
guest room. And no, they want to stay at the Venetian, the Palazzo, Caesars. And we always say to them, "What day do you want us to kidnap you? Because we'll pick you up early in the morning." And when they see the diversity out here as far as nature goes, they're blown away. I mean, we have one of the tallest mountains in the lower 48.
Yep.
Okay, 30 miles away. Mount Charleston is almost 12,000 feet tall. Okay, I picked up a friend last September. It was 106 degrees. It was early September. And he gets in the car early in the morning. It was 106. He gets in and I go, "Do you have a jacket or a sweater?" And he turns to me and he goes, "You've been in the sun too freaking long. 106 degrees?" I said, "Well, you're going to want to borrow one in about a half an hour." We went up to Lee Canyon up in Mount Charleston, and it
Yep.
was 64 degrees. It
Yep.
was a 35-minute drive.
Yep.
Okay. And that's what's spectacular out here is just the diversity of nature. And it's a target rich environment when you get away from the strip.
Yep.
Okay, there's so much to see and do out here, but as a local, we don't go to those casinos. We go to our local casinos, whether it's Green Valley or the M or South Point or any of the station casinos. They
It's not
want us,
feeling well, Don.
on the strip. They're
Dan.
reaching in as deep as they can into your pocket because they
Okay.
figure you're not coming back for a year or two. You'll forget by then. Well, here they want us back every other week. That's why we get those sport hour movies. That's why, we walk into a place like the Pass Casino down in the old section of Henderson. I walk in, I stick my loyalty card in, I get $15 worth of food vouchers. The wife gets $15. We go into their diner, we sit down, have a meal, and then we'll drop 20 or 30 bucks into a slot machine because I didn't spend it in the diner.
Yeah.
So it's a different world out here. It definitely is. But
Okay.
definitely a target rich environment for flying drones.
Was that your
Definitely.
video that you posted today, Red Canyon or Red Rock?
Red Rock Canyon. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
just
was a
shot
beautiful video. Yeah.
I just shot that with the Mavic 4. That was my first
Okay.
real
Sweet.
video with the Mavic 4.
But just so you know, Red Rocks is a beautiful amphitheater owned by the city of Denver, a few miles outside the city limits, in a park they own.
Yes.
That's Red Rocks. Red Rock Canyon is the gorgeous park by them, and it's expansive, and it's got wildlife, and it's got such beautiful rock formations. It's a great place for photographically.
Yeah.
Red
They
Rock
have
Canyon.
they have a golf course there that I played, and
No way.
it's amazing views, unfreaking believable.
Yeah, we have. That's one thing we definitely have out here at golf courses.
Oh yeah.
I'm in a golf course community, so
No, I'm talking Colorado, wherever he is.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking
Red
about
Rock.
where Red Rock Amphitheater is.
Yes.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I saw you two there. That's how old I am.
Wow.
Wait, you saw YouTube there?
You know, you too. And I Fix Shet, which I don't know who he is. Yes, Red Rock Amphitheater is great. It's difficult to fly there because it's a property that they will patrol all the time.
You
but
can't.
There's actually, all I can tell you is if you find the graveyard that's right off of their property, that's a very good place to fly from.
Okay,
I'm like, that's a true secret spot. Find the graveyard.
On that note, we're going to wrap the show up. So if anybody has anything their last comments or last drinks, let me know and we'll.
Well,
if anyone's got, go ahead.
I do want to plug the Vegas second annual Vegas Drone Meetup, where November 7th, 8th, and 9th. Bob is just about done with the site. We have Pilot Institute and a local company, Aero AI, that are giving workshops on the Friday with some nice deals on that. Plus, we have a bucket list item this year, which includes an off-road adventure with Drone Envisions, where you off-road and fly drones in some unique spots you can't easily get to. So it will make for some unique video. So the website should be live in a day or two. It's vegasdronemeetup.com, and that's November 7th, 8th, and 9th. And this year we'll have a list of a ton of different hotels with bargain rates because Green Valley Ranch, unfortunately, is doing renovation, and none of us can afford their rates when they're doing renovation. So I appreciate you, Tom. Thanks for the ad.
Jeff, do you have anything to plug?
Just
you wish to make a final comment?
Treat each other nicely, and if anyone knows a resident of Japan or South Korea that can get me one of those Navitar creator combos,
Jeff, I'll send you the vendor name. Okay, definitely will.
Thank you. Yes, I want to
get Facebook. Anybody, if you're looking for that.
Dre, you're up next.
Oh, thank you. I just appreciate the opportunity to come on with you guys and spend another hour just sharing thoughts and ideals and concerns. Just like Jeff just said, and Tom, let's come together as a community. We need to speak up for ourselves in the community because no one's going to do it for us.
Bud, here's your chance.
All right, I just want to thank you, Dom, for covering for Paul tonight. Hope he's feeling better. I see he's still posting.
Yeah, get well soon, Paul.
Great show tonight. Jeff, Dom, the other guy, Tom. Your comments were great. Let's all work together. Let's keep this, flying safe and make the government realize we're not here to, send shit to China.
Yep.
So get out, fly, have fun.
Okay. Well, I'll have the final word. And the main thing that is very important is mental health matters. So if you've got a problem, just reach out and we'll take it from there. So mental health is very important. So on that note, we will say good night. And good night, all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Stay safe.